Hello, my name is Linda Pereira, and I'm a candidate in the November 7th election to be your mayor. First, I know and love our city because I've spent my life here. I'm a Fall River woman. My grandparents, like so many in the city, came here from Portugal. I grew up speaking Portuguese as a first language until I was 5, attending Fall River schools and graduating from the Academy of the Sacred Hearts, on to receiving my BA in Education and Sociology from UMass. Married for 41 years to my husband Lou, we have 2 daughters and 4 grandchildren. I've had a job of necessity since I was 16 years old. I ran a successful business, Harry's Restaurant, and I did it without investors. I used my own money. I taught school for 9 years. I worked as a social worker investigator in Fall River for 20 years and worked at the district attorney's office as an investigator for the last 10 years. I share much with many of you in terms of where I came from, what my work ethic is, and what my dreams are for my family and my city. I have served as a city councilor for 16 years. Those of you who have seen me there know that I fight for my convictions and always, good or bad, tell it like it is. So let me tell you what it is that motivates me to serve as your mayor. I don't need a job, I'm retired. I don't need a pension, I have one. I don't need a passion for power. I do, however, have a passion for Fall River. I'm concerned about where we are headed. I've been around long enough to know that problems are not solved with glib speeches, photo ops of an ever-smiling mayor, or constant fighting with others. I know that safe streets are more important than streetscapes. Worst yet, it's insulting that the mayor would hire an employee who used grant fundings allocated to address the heartbreaking opioid epidemic, only to have him use those funds for personal use and resign thereafter. I believe that problem solving requires cooperation. It requires the mayor and the city council to at least be on speaking terms. It requires a mayor who's mature, experienced, and dedicated to the city, rather than a political career. Like most of you, I do have common sense, enough to know a bicycle path is for bicycles, not for trucks. Being honest with people is the best policy. Citizens of the city and the many volunteers who add so much to our community. I'll listen, I'll engage with people, but will not fight with them, and I promise that I will not lash out and throw tantrums when people disagree with me. I humbly ask for yourselves and your families, you give me, Linda Pereira, your vote on November 7th. I will not disappoint you. Thank you all for considering me.